Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I like to do makeup videos, hair videos, and also just some random videos so you guys can get to know me better. And also I'm going to be doing some story time, so if it's something that it might interest you, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. So today I decided to create this makeup look right here, if you guys can see up close, and I created that using only drugstore products. So if you want to find out how to create this makeup look right here, please go ahead and keep watching. Alright my loves, let's go right ahead and get started. Here we are using Milani's Prime light. If you guys have seen my videos from the beginning, I've been using this primer quite a lot. And basically it gives you a nice glowy finish, and it helps your makeup apply nice and smoothly. I actually haven't found another drugstore one that can compete with this one. I have tried others, and I don't know, there's something about this primer that just makes my skin glow and keeps it hydrated without breaking me out basically. Okay my love, so now we're gonna go ahead and get started with our foundation. Here I'm using L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour foundation, and this foundation has a nice smell to it. It doesn't smell chemically, which is pretty good, and it also makes my skin look very smooth. I have gotten a lot of compliments actually ever since I switched to this foundation. As you guys already know, I'm not being sponsored. I tried this foundation out and it works pretty good with my skin. As I said before, my skin is dry, and I believe this one has like an in-between finish. Like, it's not matte and it's not very dewy, but it works pretty good. So yeah, I highly recommend it to you guys. And this is my quick reminder to you guys. Remember to take your time while you're blending out your makeup. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. Okay my loves, moving on to our concealer. Here I'm using L'Oreal's Infallible Full Wear Concealer. Now I know here you can tell that this concealer is pretty light on my skin. They didn't have it in my color, but I bought concealers that are lighter for my skin tone, and I've made it work out, so I'm used to it. I do have to tell you guys that this formula is pretty thick, so it does take quite some time to blend it out, but it's completely worth it. I believe it's full wear. It does cover my under eyes pretty good, and it lasts all day. Again, I would say if you are going to try out this concealer, make sure you have a lot of time to blend everything well together. What I like to do is, as you can see here, I'm blending it into my eyelid as well. Since the formula is so thick, it also works as a pretty good eye primer. So that's like 2-in-1 basically. So I'm just blending it out, and then I'm also going over my eyelids, and I love it so much how I save on my eye primer pretty much. And yeah, so that's what I recommend for you guys to do. Alright my love, so now we're ready to use our translucent powder. Here I'm using Airspun translucent powder, and I like to apply quite a lot under my eyes and basically on my T-zone, but I apply a lot under my eyes because it helps once we start putting on our eyeshadow. And it basically just depends if you're going to be out for a long time. If you want your makeup to last a long time, then just apply as much as you want. Okay my love, so now we're ready to use our bronzer. Here I'm using Covergirl's Peach Punch palette. I've been obsessed with this palette so far, and yeah, I'm pretty much just bronzing up my face. I like to apply some on my forehead and on my cheeks, and a little bit on my nose as well. Alright my love, so now with a big powder brush, go right ahead and remove all the excess translucent powder that's on your face. And now we're going back to Covergirl's Peach Punch palette. We're ready to use our blush. That's the middle one right here. And basically I like to apply it on the apples of my cheek, and then I like to blend it out on my cheeks as well. And yeah, pretty much my little technique here is that I like to smile. So if you notice, when you smile, the apples of your cheek kind of like mark there, so that's where you want to apply your blush and blend it out. And of course, apply as much as you want. You can apply a little bit, or you can apply as much as I did. I love blush, so I kind of go a little bit overboard sometimes. Ready for our highlighter. Here I always use Wet n Wild's number 321B Precious Petals. You guys already know, if you've been following me since the beginning, I fell in love with this highlighter. It's one of the best drugstore highlighters so far, in my opinion. If you guys do know about any other highlighters that are awesome and they're from the drugstore, go ahead and comment down below. I would love to try any highlighters that you guys have tried before. Just let me know about a drugstore, of course, because I'm on a budget and I prefer to get drugstore products right now. But yeah, I recommend this one to you guys, seriously. It's pretty good, and the price, you cannot beat it. Alright, moving on to the star of the video. Here I'm using Covergirl's Trunaked Jewels palette. This palette, I have a love and hate relationship. I love it because the pigments are pretty good for the price that you're paying for this palette. I'm telling you, it's pretty good. You can make it work. The only thing that I do not like about it is that it has a lot of fallout. So right now I'm basically applying the light pink shade and using that as my base color. So basically you're gonna apply it all over your eyelid and all the way up to your eyebrow bone. Now we're going back again with our setting powder. This one's the translucent by Airspun. Now you guys, I learned this technique from Jaclyn Hill. She reapplies a lot under her eyes, and this is to basically protect your under eyes from any fallout from the eyeshadow. So I highly recommend for you guys to try this out because it's a lifesaver. Alright, my love, so going in with this purple shade, I'm going to be using my finger to apply this because I did try to do it with the brush and the pigment wasn't showing as much. So I do recommend for you guys to apply it first with your finger. Alright, my loves, now I am grabbing my blending brush and we're still working on the purple shade here. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be blending it into our crease and also working it down to our eyelid, and basically just clean up the look. Take your time while you're blending out your purple eyeshadow, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, you guys, so here I grab my big powder brush. I'm brushing only the translucent powder away because I did notice that I had a lot of purple fallout under and I didn't want it to create a mess. So I'm just reapplying the translucent powder to protect my under eyes. Okay, my beauties, now we're moving on to this nice blue shade on the palette. And again, I'm just showing you here that I'm applying it in our outer corner of our eyes. Basically what we're doing is we're creating a triangle towards the end, and I don't know if you noticed, I did tap off the excess because again it does have a lot of fallout, and you don't, just make sure you tap off the excess so you don't make like a really big mess. And I'm basically getting closer to the camera so you guys can see that I like to pull on my eyelid, and it kind of helps to create that outer triangle. And basically what I want to do is make it look like an ombre effect, where it's going from like a dark blue to the purple, and there's no like harsh lines. So basically, yeah, I'm just taking my time blending it as much as I can. I keep grabbing more eyeshadow and tapping off the excess and just working out the color here. I kept grabbing more because I wanted to make it look a little bit darker and a little bit more smoky eye. Okay, so a quick reminder for you guys, you can actually make this look into a daytime look if you apply a lot less of the blue. But if you want to just copy me and do this effect, it just makes it look a lot more dramatic and smoky eye. I absolutely love mixing these two colors, and I'm pretty sure you guys will too. So as you saw me here, I did the same thing again as I did earlier. I grabbed my powder brush, I brushed everything away, and I'm reapplying the translucent powder. I know it sounds like a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be happy of not having any mess and having to, you know, start all over, because I did apply my foundation first. I always like to do that first. I find it that if there's any like mess under, it's kind of harder to blend out my foundation. That's just my opinion. So you don't have to do what I'm doing where I'm wiping it away and then reapplying it. But I do recommend for you to do it so it doesn't look messy, basically. Alright, my love, so I'm going back to the purple shade and using my finger, and basically what I'm doing is I'm reapplying it on the same eye, because the blue, I felt like it was like kind of taking over too much, so I was adding a little bit more of the purple so it can pop out as much as the blue is popping out. So now I'm grabbing my brush that I used earlier for the purple, the blending brush, and I'm just blending that out just so it can look a lot more cleaner. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing. I'm not grabbing any more product. I'm just grabbing the blending brushes, the one that I use for the blue and the one that I use for the purple, just to clean up my eye a little bit. Alright, my love, so as you can see here, I'm getting started with my other eye. Now what I decided is I'm going to fast forward to the next step, because we're basically going to be doing the same thing that we did to our eye before, and I just don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over, and I do want to make this video as short as possible for you guys. So just repeat the same steps that we just did on our other eye. Okay, you guys, so now I'm showing you my Ardell Mega Volume number 250 eyelashes, and I applied those off camera. And now we're going to be moving on to our inner corner of our eyes. Make sure that you wet your brush and go back to your highlighter, and we're going to be using that as a little highlighting in the inner corner of our eyes. Make sure that you take your time applying that so you don't poke yourself in the eye. Okay, so here I'm showing you really quickly the two eyeliners that I'm using. I'm going to be writing the names down in the description box, and I applied it off camera. It was basically at the top of my eyelid, the liquid one, and then the other one I used it for my waterline. And basically, as you see here, I am going back with the purple shade with a smaller brush, and that's also going to be applied right under our waterline, just to make it more of a dramatic effect. As you can see here, the difference, it just helps it to look more of a dramatic smoky eye look, and it just looks so beautiful. I love adding some eyeshadow under there. It just completes like the whole look. That's, in my opinion, that's what I think. You guys let me know what you think down below. Alright, now we're ready for our eyebrows. Here I'm using Maybelline's Brow Drama Mascara. I've always said this in my videos quite a lot. I just like to use like brow gels and little like mascaras for your eyebrow, because my eyebrows are already dark enough as it is. And now I'm going with the NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel, and that's basically just setting my eyebrows, making sure that they stay in place. And yeah, pretty much my eyebrows are dark enough as it is, and I don't really need to draw them out. I'm just basically trying to keep them in place and give them a little tiny bit of color, but that's about it. Okay, my love, so now we're ready for our lips. Here we're using my #1 favorite lipstick, you guys. I've been using this quite a lot. It is Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream, and this one is in the color number 11, and it's called Precious. I know, you guys, I know you keep seeing this lip color. I am going to try and switch out to a more bolder one, but I just feel like it's the perfect, like, pinkish nude lip. It goes with any kind of eyeshadow, and it even goes like without me wearing eyeshadow. I just wear this lipstick and it kind of like pops. So I just love it so much. It lasts a long time for me and it doesn't transfer. Alright, we're at our last step. This is Milani's Make It Last Setting Spray, and it is by far my favorite. My makeup lasts a long time with it. Alright, my loves, this is our finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup look as much as I did. I want to take a moment as we are looking at this slow motion to tell you guys that I love you guys so much, and thank you for your support. Honestly, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, my loves, so we have reached the end of my video. I wanted to thank you for clicking on my video and for staying up to date with me. I would like to remind any of you who are new to my channel that I do have Instagram, I have Facebook, and I also have Snapchat, and I like to post on a daily basis on those social media pages. So if it's something that it might interest you, please go ahead and look at my description box. Right below this video here, I'm going to have my Instagram there and my Snapchat as well as my Facebook link, and you can follow me there. I like to take photos of myself, makeup of the day, outfits of the day, just random motivational quotes, just random posts. So if it's something that it might interest you, then go right ahead and follow me. As always, you guys already know, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Mwah. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.